Hey, a bunch of people asked if I would take a video of my little puppet head to basically show how it worked because they wanted to see it in motion. I will say it used to there used to be a lot more motion to it, but this is about how old is this? Made it in like 2008. It's a little old for something that's made out of basically. Here's this is what it's made out of. This is tape. Uh, cardboard. There's some wooden dowels. Yeah, it's a lot of paper and fishing lines. And a elastic pull string. Uh, so yeah, it hasn't stood up to the test of time, but it can still do some interesting stuff. Like the eyelids used to reset, and now you have to do. I'm gonna do that manually. They used to reset, but they kind of lost their springiness, so I'm gonna have to kind of like force them down to show off the eyelid thing. A lot of the stuff doesn't work. I'm going to close her mouth too. Like I said, it has lost a lot of its elasticity. So, wait, I can't remember what this does. Yeah, she's made up of lots of strings. But yeah, her eyes don't really work anymore, do they? No, yeah, her eyes don't move with the pull string anymore. I'll show you all that in a second. Let me get her eyes back to functioning. Her function there. But basically, she's not as springy as she used to, and her jaw is missing some fishing line that used to hold it up and keep it closed. So this is harder, but yeah, you pull a string and she makes expressions like that. And she used to be able to do more, but she can't anymore. Like I said, she used to. You can see there's a tear here. There used to be fishing line that would hold her up, and there was another set of strings that would sort of pull her face into a smile, but it just can't do that anymore because those bits of string broke. But ideally, she would, her eyes are attached, and they used to be attached to the pull string, and when this one turns that way, the other one will turn. When this one turns that way, the other one will turn, and, she can do that. It doesn't work the other way. That's because, the way the pull strings worked at the time, it pulls from a certain direction, so it doesn't work the other way. It just works. This eye pushes that eye. Or rather, there's you can't actually see, but basically there's a string that gets pulled. Like the string is getting pulled this way, and now it's getting pulled that way. So that's how her eyes work. Like I said, her eyelids are the only thing that really respond the way they're supposed to the, like I said, she's losing some springiness here. They're the only things that really, and she's starting to droop. Like I said, this thing is not going to stand the test of time if I keep messing with it. It's going to have to go on a shelf and be just sort of a novelty I keep around. But yeah, the strings, and they still kind of work on her mouth. You can see her mouth open. One of her eyelids, let's see, it's going out of shape. I think it caught on, yeah, it's catching on the eyelid anyway, on the eyeball. Anyway, that's that. And her mouth used to, like I said, her mouth had a much wider range before. By default, it's supposed to stay closed like this and then open like that, except, like I said, her mouth is falling apart. And, like, the teeth and lips are actually not connected, so there is actually some movement separate from the teeth, but, like, see? So, yeah, it used to work a lot better, but considering it's, like, cost $10 to make and is made out of stuff, like, I already had in my sewing kit, and, her poor little lopsided mouth. Yeah, very flat profile. Squishy cheeks. So yeah, these are the guts. You can see how everything kind of works. The eyes are on dowels, and yeah, it's a mess in here, and it's all sprayed with this white primer just to make it all the same color, because before it was just a mess. It's still kind of a mess. Like I say, this is fishing line bound to elastic, which is manipulating. There's wire here. Oh, camera higher up. There's wire that frames her whole face and holds all this together. So, yeah, this was a project. This was very fun to do. It took me a while. But considering what it is, considering what it's made out of, and You know, it cost me $10 to make. You know, it's not that bad. It could be better, but it was supposed to be sort of a proof of concept. See, this mouth is how the mouth looks a lot better. A little slack jawed here. Yeah. Also, she's got a very flat nose, you can see, and there's shading to sort of compensate for that, make her nose look like it actually pops out more, but I didn't do a good job on her nose. So yeah, that's the head. I hope that was interesting. I like just making her eyes move. That's my favorite thing to do. Is when I used to show her off to people, I would just make her eyes wiggle a lot. Yeah, I used to be able to like reach back here and make her pull expressions, and but this was a proof of concept thing for, you know, something much more complicated I was going to make later. You know, something that could actually look like it was talking. I always liked puppets. Anyway, I'm rambling. This is the thing. This is the puppet head. Y'all got to see it in motion, kind of. But one of the problems, there's a problem because, you know, her mouth is meant to open a lot wider, but I didn't make the hinge of the back of the mouth and the top mouth I can't even show you. There's a lot of detail in the sculpting of the mouth, and yeah, it just doesn't come across because like her mouth won't open at risk of wider than that. That's actually pretty wide. Yeah, actually that's pretty wide. Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, oh, that's right, because the jaw and the teeth, teeth aren't actually connected. I worry about breaking it though. I don't want to break it. See, we're a little more slack-jawed than we were earlier. See, I'm gonna break it if I keep messing with it. It's not holding up to the test of time. Anyway, so that's my little puppet head. I'm glad so many people like the thing. It's got a bit of a weird expression because our eyelids are losing their springiness. So that's that.